Alright guys, hi. I'm going to do another quick demo for you using the school lunch food that we've been getting. Gotta find the recipe. Uh-oh, Dad, it closed down on me.
Oh.
Oh shoot, we gotta get the recipe.
No.
I don't know. So I'm gonna make carrot cake. So I've already, I didn't have a food processor. Is it back on? I didn't have a food processor, so I just put these in the blender and I pulsed them. It's 3 cups of carrots, so those little tiny baby carrots that they've been giving on the lunches, I've had a ton of those, so I'm going to use those up. So this is about a little bit under because I was just a little bit short, but it's almost there. 3 cups of pureed carrots. But if you have a food processor with the shredding attachment, use that. Okay, and then I'm going to use, it's going to be carrot cake. I'm going to use like the cookie sheet pan, your half sheet pan, spray it really good, and it's going to be a jelly roll pan. So we need 2 cups of flour. So I'm going to put the dry ingredients in first. Okay, and then 2 cups of white sugar. Getting low on the sugar. Let's see. Okay, 1 cup.
Just get all that slime off. Hate that slime's over here.
Okay, 2 cups of sugar. Okay, and then 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And this, it's going to have a cream cheese frosting on it. It's really good. I made one for my mom back home before I came to Montana, and she said it is the best, most moist cake. It's really good. It's really easy. You probably have most of the ingredients on hand, so that's why it's a good recipe. Okay, so then I need 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, which, if you remember, that equals 1 tablespoon. So it'll save you time if you just want to do 1 tablespoon instead of measuring out 3 teaspoons. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. So a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then a teaspoon of salt, which I didn't bring the salt over. Oh, that's a half tablespoon again. So there's a teaspoon. Alright, so let me make sure I've got my sugar, flour, soda, salt, cinnamon. So that's all of the dry ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and mix those together. I'm not even going to use the KitchenAid. I'm just going to use the bowl, combine them all, mainly just to get that baking soda mixed in there, so that when I spread it on the pan, there's not like a big glob in one spot and then it doesn't make the rest of the cake rise. If you don't want to use like the cookie sheet, which they call a jelly roll pan in this recipe, you could use a 9x13, but most likely you're gonna have to bake it a lot longer because it's a lot thicker, because the jelly roll pan's about that big, and 9x13 is about that big. So once I get this all mixed up, I'm gonna put my wet ingredients in there, which that includes oil, like vegetable oil, and then eggs, 4 eggs. Am I forgetting something? Oh, the carrots. That's kind of important. And then 3 cups of the carrots. Okay, so I need 1.5 cups of oil. Oh, I keep going out of the camera, I'm sorry. And I'll go right till I run out of oil, aren't I? 1.5 cups of oil. You can use canola, vegetable, whatever you have. And then your 4 eggs and 3 cups of carrots. And the carrots, they have a lot of moisture in them, and that's probably why this cake is such a moist cake, is because of the carrots. Just like making like banana bread or zucchini bread, those vegetables put a lot of moisture into your quick bread or cake. Okay, 4 eggs. And then I'm just going to mix that all up. might want a bigger spoon than this. I don't know, I might be sorry. It's gonna be taking me a while. It's always different when you're using somebody else's kitchen though, because you're used to your own. So just use what I can find. I hope you guys are surviving in the 106-degree weather. I keep looking at the weather and I'm not looking forward to going back. I'm coming back for the senior parade on Monday, but if I could stay in Montana the whole summer, I would, because it's freaking gorgeous. We thought that it might actually get a little bit of snow yesterday, but unfortunately it didn't. My kids were really sad because they've never really been in an active snowstorm. About 3 hours north of here though, they got a ton of snow on the ski hill. So, but because of our 20-hour drive back, we're not going to be making any road trips. Wish it was on our way. Okay, there's my oven preheated. If you just heard it beeping, it's at 350. So make sure that you do grease your pan. And then once it's all mixed up, it's going to look like this, kind of chunky. That's how it's supposed to look. Pour it in your jelly roll pan or your 9x13, whatever you choose. This does not have a handle on it. Oh shoot, I had some flour on the bottom that I didn't get incorporated. Hopefully, when I stirred it before, I had all of that baking powder incorporated. Okay, yeah, this is tough because it doesn't have a handle. I'm gonna have dirty hands. Alright. Okay, and then just spread it all out on your jelly roll pan. And then I'm gonna bake it for 35 minutes at 350. It'll be, you can walk behind me. It'll be a little bit longer than that, like I said, if you use a 9x13 pan. Hopefully it does not go over. This is my aunt's recipe, and she's passed away since, but it's like our famous family recipe, and my mom just gave it to me, so I made it for her for Mother's Day. And I made it in a 9x13 pan. So I'm kind of a little bit nervous about this because it is all the way almost to the top. So when I come back to do the frosting, you'll know if I destroyed my sister's oven. So wish me luck.
I tried those.
Okay, so the cake did not go over. It is perfect in that jelly roll pan cookie sheet. That was 35 minutes at 350. It is done. Okay, so now I'm going to make the frosting. Okay, so I need 1 whole cube of powdered sugar, which is 8 ounces. Not powdered sugar. I have powdered sugar, but cream cheese. So it's a cream cheese frosting. One container of this, which is 8 ounces, softened. And then 1 stick of butter, which is a half a cup, softened as well. Yes, you can have orange chicken. Sorry, I stole my sister's and it's crazy. Alright. Here's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that you can put nuts in the carrot cake, so I didn't show that on the video. I almost forgot, but right before I baked it, I sprinkled 1 cup of walnuts over the top. That's optional if you like nuts in your carrot cake. And then it's about 3 to 3.5 cups of powdered sugar in the frosting, and that's it. So just your butter, cream cheese, vanilla, and brown sugar.
There's ours right there.
And then mix it up by hand or with your mixer, and that's your frosting. It's cream cheese frosting on your carrot cake. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.